just when you thought it was over, we're back with a bonus installment of Grey's Anatomy Post-Op. How about that iconic 300th episode? How amazing was that? Well, since you've been so loyal, I know you want to get some scoop on the mid-season finale, and I think I can find that for you. But who would we ask? If only we had an executive producer, director, and actor on the show that we could ask these questions to. Who would that be?
You're just too uptight, baby. You need to get LAID.
Dr. Avery.
Look at me. Look at me. I am having the best sex I have had in years. And it's just opened me up like a flower blossoming towards the sun.
It's a powerful image.
I bet that fella knows his way around a woman.
Please welcome the incredible Miss Debbie Allen.
Oh, thank you, Gordon.
Welcome, Debbie. So let me ask you this. How did you meet Shonda?
I first met Shonda Rhimes at the Debbie Allen Dance Academy. She brought her daughter to train with me. And then I got a call, do you want to direct Grey's Anatomy? I said, hell yeah. So I was really thrilled to get the opportunity. And then once I got here, it was like coming home because I felt so in my skin here.
And what is your favorite episode you've directed?
Ooh.
Do you have one? Do you have many?
I have a few. I will always go back to that dinner table episode.
Penelope Blake. Whoa, see who's drunk now.
That's why I know your name. You're in my calendar. I have a meeting with you on Monday.
Yes.
Why?
Well, she is a new resident transfer.
What?
Well, yeah, she's joining the program at Grace Sloan Memorial.
Perfect. Are you kidding? Is she kidding? I rematched to Grace Sloan Memorial.
Where were you working before?
The place that closed?
It was a smaller suburban center out by the Sound.
She was at Dillard. Dillard Medical Center.
Dillard, isn't that,
That's where Derek died.
That was an extraordinary episode. Then I was actually here when Ellen Pompeo, I encouraged her to direct her first episode.
Always wanted more kids, so Maggie could have a sister or a brother. I was worried when she wanted to move out here. She was happy in Boston, but I'm really glad she found you.
Ellen directed it. Ellen was in it. That episode was just so well done, pulled at your heartstrings, and it was absolutely fantastic. So it's wonderful having actors that become directors because they speak the language of actors, which is often the part that is most missed in a lot of new directors. They may understand cinematic language, but if they don't understand the language of the actor, they will not be as successful.
So how was it directing the monumental 300th episode of Grey's Anatomy?
Oh my God.
Great job, by the way.
Thank you so much. Directing episode 300, first of all, it was epic that we had a 300th episode. And it was like being a Hubble telescope, looking forward and back in time.
It's Izzy.
What?
You always ask about Izzy, what she was like. Well, that girl right there, that's what Izzy was like.
Seriously?
Please don't say that word.
It just said a lot about the progress, not just of the show, but where the actors have come from and where they are now.
Leaves us something good to look forward to.
A lot to look forward to, honey. The end of this season is going to be amazing.
So in season 8, we got introduced to Catherine Avery.
Shonda Rhimes said to me, you know, Debbie, we think we want you to be in the show. And I said, oh, okay. And that sounded good, but I wasn't sure that that was really going to happen. And then she said, well, get ready because you're on. We're going to find out what you know about the penis. I'm like, huh? It was my first episode. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite a few very lucky residents to scrub in on this country's first penis transplant.
It couldn't have been more glorious to establish me as Jackson's mom, which I love him. I really feel like his mom. And then Richard Weber, Mr. Jim Pickens, was like, what? Debbie Allen's coming on the show, and what? We don't have something? What are we doing? And we're a very happily married, older, young couple.
So Catherine Avery is a boss. So how did you create that character? Did you just decide to play yourself?
Being a boss is something I'm not new to.
Clearly.
But Catherine Avery, I had to learn a lot of medical stuff that I did not know. Oh my God. The first time I went in to do a surgery, it was like choreography, but it was with, needles and with scissors and things, and you're talking about anastomosing and, harvesting veins and talking, medical things. I was just a mess. I said, my stand-in never got to work because I rehearsed the whole time.
So where do you think Richard and Catherine are going?
I don't know. We were fighting all last year, so I was happy he's back in bed now. But we still have things to argue about because there's Maggie. That's getting ready to heat up. What's going to happen with Jackson and Maggie?
Hi there. Hey. Hi, thank you so much for last night.
Oh, Maggie, I'm so glad you were there. To talk some sense into this one.
It's pretty sensible, I think.
Oh, he's like me. My mom could talk to me till she was blue in the face, but if my sister told me something, I would actually listen. Let's do that again soon.
Have a good night, then.
Yeah, me too.
I've noticed that relationship between Catherine and Bailey seems to be growing and brewing as well, because I remember the scene with the grandfather where Bailey finally stood up for the hospital.
I suggest to you that to pull our funding now would prompt a public outcry and bring about a PR nightmare for your foundation.
And Catherine was looking on like a proud mama, like you knew she could reach that point and you had built her up. What was that like?
There's a wonderful relationship there between Catherine and Bailey.
I am in the middle of a conversation with the Army to get that money back.
Well, maybe they can help pay for how you redecorated the whole damn hospital.
You said the walls look lovely. Miranda!
She sees something in Bailey.
Maybe she sees another boss.
She sees a
boss.
boss.
Recognizes boss.
Yeah, oh, Bailey's definitely a boss.
So season 12, you became executive producer of the show. And each producer has a different role, and you pick directors.
Shonda picked me for this job. I really had no idea when I walked into her office the day she asked me to do this, that that's what she had in mind. So I was excited. It didn't take me long to answer her. I think I answered her within 2 hours. I'm always looking for the next very creative person, and I certainly have a wide open door to women and people of diverse cultures. And I'm also very interested in the young directors.
What is one of your favorite episodes as a fan?
The season finale last year, where after the explosion and then Jerica almost died saving a child's life, and Ellen, had to tell Nathan that the love of his life was still alive. Just as they had come together as a couple that was just starting to work. And this is just true of what life does for us. Just as it's going smoothly, bam. You not just hit a road bump, but you see a mountain you have to climb, or a river you have to cross, or a fire that makes you be still until it's calmed down. That's life.
I'm so sad we have to say goodbye to you right now, but thank you so much for fitting us into your schedule and interviewing with us.
My pleasure.
We learned so much. And thank you guys for joining us for this bonus episode of Grey's Anatomy Post-Op. I'm gonna miss you, but you can get previous installments on abc.com. And I'm gonna have Miss Allen take us away.
Well, all right, keep watching and you will see a sneak peek of Grey's Anatomy's mid-season finale.
Captain, she's coding.
Crash cart.
Come on, charge to 200.
Wait, Owen.
Go, go. You go. Go.
Look, why is everybody dying?
What's going on?
Ma'am, you're okay. It's okay.
Sir? Clear.
Wait!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was asleep.
So sorry.
What the hell is happening?
Catch every season of Grey's Anatomy, currently available on iTunes.